The NBA, world's biggest basketball league, is facing one of the most explosive scandals in modern sports history. In a massive FBI crackdown, over 30 people have been arrested for illegal betting, match fixing and money laundering. And that isn't about small-time gamblers or underground hustlers. We are talking NBA stars, coaches and even members of the New York mafia. The result, a league in crisis and a global fan base in shock. A link to LA Lakers superstar LeBron James is emerging. A political war between the FBI and the basketball community is escalating. Donald Trump's name is being dragged into the mess, and the NBA's credibility, built over decades, is now under siege. Let's start with the names shaking the league. Current NBA player Terry Rozier, Portland Trailblazer coach Chauncey Billups, and former NBA player Damon Jones all have been arrested in connection with the FBI's sting operation. But what the FBI uncovered goes far beyond gambling slips and shady bets. This is a web of organized crime, inside leaks and betrayal at the heart of professional sport. According to the FBI report, Terry Rozier allegedly faked an injury in early 2023. He walked off after just 10 minutes into a game, something he had told associates in advance. That injury was no accident. It was part of a betting operation worth $200,000 placed against his team. In simple terms, he wasn't playing for the scoreboard. He was playing for the payout. And if that wasn't cinematic enough, what comes next feels ripped straight from a Hollywood crime thriller. Investigators say, yes, the NBA Finals MVP was allegedly involved in rigged underground poker games. This was backed by New York's most dangerous mafia families. They lured high rollers into private games, then used X-ray poker tables, pre-marked cards and insider dealers to scam players out of millions of dollars. Fraud, deception, criminal engineering. And then came the LeBron James twist that shook the entire NBA. According to multiple reports, FBI indictment documents mention a link between the operation and Lakers star LeBron James through his longtime associate Damon Jones. Jones, who had friendly relations with James during the 2022-23 season, allegedly leaked confidential team information to gamblers. The documents even cite a specific Lakers game where insider data about injuries and player minutes were used to place high-value bets. Now let's be clear, LeBron James himself hasn't been accused of wrongdoing. But when your name, your brand, is even mentioned in an FBI probe this big, the tremors are impossible to ignore. And those tremors, they have turned into a political earthquake. Because this scandal has now pulled in Donald Trump, anchors, and the FBI itself. The spark came from Stephen A. Smith, who accused Trump of coming after the NBA.
Don't be surprised if the WNBA is next on his list. Because when you've got all these protests that have been going out there and people have been protesting against him and what have you, this man is coming.
The comment went viral, and the FBI Director Kash Patel didn't hold back.
I decide which arrests to conduct and which not to conduct. That may be the single dumbest thing I've ever heard out of anyone in modern history. And I live most of my time in Washington, D.C.
His fiery response split the internet, and what started as sports investigation has now become a culture war about truth, politics and accountability. Yes, Trump has had a history of weaponizing sports narratives. From NFL kneeling protests to celebrity athletes speaking out, he has always seen sports as a stage for political dominance. So when arrests suddenly hit high-profile athletes and NBA figures, the backlash was inevitable. But let's not forget the evidence is hard-hitting and the FBI's findings are clear. The NBA now stands on the edge of its biggest credibility crisis since 2007, when a referee was caught fixing games for betting profits. Back then, it was one referee. This time, it's players, coaches, and organized crime families. This scandal doesn't just threaten reputation. It threatens the very soul of professional basketball. Because sport is supposed to be built on fair play, trust, and integrity. And if the icons are dragging into mud, what's left for the fans? Want the facts?
The latest developments?
News that gets straight to the point.
Well, we've got all three just for you. This is Firstpost Live, a brand new show, your window into what really matters.
Don't miss it.